the puck in the offensive zone. Tight angle shot, stick aside there by the Hawks netminders. A partial change right now. Oh, it's slapped in by Nicolaitis on the saucer pass from Bizarro. Save, nice, chip that up to the blue line, not out of the zone just yet. Viscoso with a nice keep, turning toward his Bizarro. He's got Shulman in the slot, tries to fire it over toward him. Comes in just a little bit too close to the netminder. On that one and stick it farther. Vorloff to pick it up in the far corner. Hawks all over him. The Hawks merge with the puck. Side of the net, Speaker shuts it down, but it's not cleared from the blue pane, and the Hawks score. Able to do so at first. It's the Hawks emerging with it so far as the far point. Cornati fires that in, and it's a posted swipe in there. Oh boy, oh boy. The Stars get it right back. Open ice. The Hawks will go point to point between the dots, and it's a quick up. It's a mini break in here for the Hawks. They shoot in, they score. Well, that play developed on the long pass. Stride come the Hawks. The Hawks break into the offensive zone. Schaefer had come over, and that's a bang-bang play. It's the Hawks scoring. So onward we play. It's the Hawks rolling with the puck, trying to throw that out front. Now they're thinking about a wraparound into the slot. They shoot, they score. Well, just a little bit too easy out there right now. For it is Farrow. Farrow on the puck. Hawks come away with it. They throw it toward the slot. Comes to the near point and sent down deeper into the zone. The Hawks control. They try to throw it across. Flow in the circle. Speaker with the save. With 5 instead, it's the Stars emerging with it. Shulman able to kick that puck farther. Dix Hill's netminder tries to come out with it, but it's Shulman shooting and scoring. Oh, the Stars pull one right back with the corner. It's the Hawks all the way across the ice. And that puck does eventually roll up to Viscoso, who dumps a man there. And the shot's going to come into Speaker's glove, and so he gets jammed up. Nicolaitis and Conforti in for support. Bouncing puck to a Hawks player as Farrow gets in the way of it once again. Now the Hawks control. Side of the cage, upended is a Hawks man. It's going to go for a penalty here. Turning with it was a Hawks player, but Schaefer down on the ice, able to prevent the pass. Now the Hawks look to throw it in. It comes in off a skate and past Speaker. And so, here in the first, it's the Stars coming out, shooting in. It was Simmons with the shot. It was kicked out nicely by the Hawks netminder. Puck sits at the far circle. Shulman collects, throws it back over to Viscoso, who loads up, shoots in. That one is frozen by Cage, not a stick. The Hawks throw that in, bouncing puck in on Speaker, and it's scored. Well, Speaker makes the initial save, but the puck set that one off. The Hawks have the puck back, though, and they send that across. Spinning puck comes inside of the cage. Speaker jumps on it, and so we get a stoppage in play here. Center ice into the offensive zone on the backhand. Leans on his man there as he works the puck in deeper. Nicolaitis takes a big hit. That's going to go for a penalty here as the Stars fire in. Speaker gets the blocker on that one. And that puck's going to come all the way up and out of the zone. It's Shulman streaking down the right wing. It's 4-on-5 hockey. Throws it on net. The Hawks netminder thinks about Nicolaitis, and he picks it up, and he comes right back the other way with Fisher. It's Nicolaitis and Fisher into the offensive zone. Return pass to Nicolaitis. He shoots. He scores. How about that? Short-handed goal. The same penalty if they can get it out of his cage is the Hawks netminder, and working it over to the far corner. Some jousting between two players off the puck, and they'll both go here. With puck come all the way down, icing wave as the puck comes into the near corner. It's thrown out toward the slot, spinning shot, and it's in the back of the net. 53 left to go here in the second. The Hawks control on the forehand. They shoot. They hit the side of the cage as the Stars again try to get that puck out, but again it finds the back of the net. That puck sat, try to keep it in the offensive zone. They do. Hawks on the puck at the far half wall. Now the far circle. They're in on Speaker. They shoot. He makes the save, but it's swiped home on the rebound by Fire in. And they throw it toward the slot. Top of the slot comes the puck as the Hawks control. They're swarming with it. The top of the slot there. They try and jab it in deeper. Comes over towards Speaker's glove. He throws the mid in the defensive zone. The Hawks come away with it. They work it up to the far point. The Hawks on the puck there. And they throw it in to the far side of the ice. They try and chip it past Speaker. He's able to just get his glove and body in the way and cover that puck. He finds Bizarro. It's a 2-on-1, excuse me. Now, Nicolaitis fired out of a cannon. In alone, he shoots, he scores! Now the near circle. Hawks throw that across, and it's a Hawks man with the puck at the far point, looking for the one-timer to go point to point for the Hawks. They find the bumper in the slot, they shoot in, they score. Well, the Stars working it to the near half wall. Hawks able to keep the zone. Hawks at the blue line. They dump it in deeper. Near half wall now. The Hawks throw that puck across. And in on Speaker, but he's able to make the save there. Developing here, Farrow back. The Hawks try and go around him. Farrow able to get in front of it, but the trailer able to shoot and score from the slot. Well, Speaker had to go to from Calverton, New York. Anyway, 12 seconds left to go here. A heavy hit on the far side of the ice, and it'll be Leschner, it looks like, going to the box. Good afternoon, hockey fans, and welcome to the Peconic Ice Rinks at Veterans Memorial Park in Calverton, Long Island. We've got a good one here for you today as the Stars head out east to take on the Peconic Wildcats in an LIAHL Q matchup. The Wildcats coming to today's matchup on the upswing. Within the last month, they've beaten the Secaucus Patriots twice by scores of 6-3 and 9-2. They also dropped a decision to the Dix Hills Hawks, but it was a close one in which the Wildcats lost by a score of 2-4. The Wildcats have a My Hockey rating of 78.06, making them slight underdogs to the Stars here today. Stars coming today, having beaten the Long Island Rinks last Sunday by a score of 5-2, but dropping one yesterday to the Dix Hills Hawks by a score of 4-11. The Stars will look to win today's game to move one step closer to securing the South Division 3 seed in the state play-in tournament, which takes place in early March. Programming note for you, next weekend the Stars switch gears and head on down to Aston, Pennsylvania to take on the New York City Cyclones in an EJEPL playoff. The semifinals start at 1:55 p.m. on Saturday, January 27th. Should the Stars win that semifinal game, the Stars will play the finals on Sunday, January 28th at 8 a.m. Midnight Sports will have all the coverage for you from Aston, PA next weekend. But first, it's Puck Drop Period 1 out here in Calverton, Long Island. We have a 2-camera setup today. No raised viewing platform for the cameras, and so we'll try and switch between them as best as possible for the matchup today. Looks like it's Jason Diatelli in goal for the Stars. The Nicolaitis line comes on out to take puck drop here in Period 1. Just waiting to get set here as the Wildcats with a little bit of last-minute strategy at their benches. And so we'll get started momentarily here from far out Long Island. Puck about to be dropped. Nicolaitis at the dot. It's the Wildcats trying to take that the opposite way, but the Stars fire on in. And the puck sits in the offensive zone there for the Stars. Now the Wildcats will come right back the other way. It's the Wildcats moving that puck into the slot. On the backhand, they fire in. Diatelli kicks it aside. Rebound here close to the second camera. Well, it's worked up to the near point. It's thrown up to the blue paint. Spun wide there by the Wildcats. They look to track it down and throw it to the net front instead. It's the Stars cutting out the threat through Nico Viscoso. Quick play by him and a quick stick. Sees the puck go all the way down to the other end of the ice. It's Russo firing in. Good to see him back out there. And it will be the Stars trying to collect in the offensive zone. Comes up to Bizarro. Bizarro flicks that forward. Hits a Wildcat stick. And now the Wildcats will come right back down the other way. They'll dump in and go for a change as the puck comes all the way over to the end boards here. It's Leschner bodying his man. Nicolaitis throws that up to the blue line, and then a bouncing puck comes in, nearly finds a Wildcat stick. Now it does. The Wildcats try and settle down, but it was Nicolaitis getting in the way of that one and racking it farther up to the near half wall. It's Bizarro now on the puck, trying to work that puck on a reverse over toward Leschner. He does. Leschner shovels it farther, sits at the near point, fired in. Diatelli kicks that aside on a close save. That one goes off the crossbar, and now it'll be the Stars looking to break out on the glass all the way the other way. It's the Stars trying to collect it at center ice, and the Wildcats will rack that down in once again. Puck's going to come all the way over to the far side of the ice. It's Viscoso playing pitch and catch with Leschner right now. Puck sits momentarily in the defensive zone, and now it's skated all the way out there by the Stars. Thrown in and kicked aside once more by the Wildcats. Comes all the way up toward the blue line, but keeping the zone there was LIAHL. Rolling puck right back to LIAHL, who flicks it farther, keeps it in the offensive zone. Puck bounces all the way to the end boards. Oliver Zimmage out there trying to take the puck off his man. He throws it out front. Pizarro settles it down, swipes at it. Ice Monster gets it, and now the Wildcats will come right back the other way. It's the Wildcats into the offensive zone. Near point shot comes in. Diatelli shuts it down and covers up any rebound there. Good save by him, as the Wildcats had stormed into the crease, but it was Jason Diatelli with the save, seeing his first action of the weekend, and it will be a face-off here on the near side of the ice. Zimmage, Pizarro, Schulman, Schaefer, and Farrow out there to take this draw. Puck one back toward Farrow. He turns with it at the end boards, racks it over for Schaefer. Schaefer on the puck. He's going to skate that up and out to the blue line. Kicks it farther there. Helping him was Sammy Schulman to get the puck up to Dominic Pizarro. Pizarro into the offensive zone. Rolling puck swiped aside there by the Wildcats netminder. Thrown in front again. Pizarro, no look, backhand pass. Shot comes in just wide off the stick of Oliver Zimmage. And it'll be Zimmage trying to set up at the top of the offensive zone. But it's the Wildcats getting in the way. They'll come right back the other way, will the Wildcats. Zooming on down into the offensive zone, into the low slot, but bodying his man was Thomas Schaefer. Oh boy, he cut out that threat entirely on his own, and now it'll be the Wildcats trying to get that puck out of their zone. Instead, shot comes in, shrugged aside by the Wildcats. Onward we play here. Puck sits in the offensive zone momentarily. Stars making a change, but they'll break in just a moment too soon. And so with 11:59 left to go here in the first, end-to-end action, and it's a face-off just outside the Wildcats zone. It'll be Fauci to take the drop. Fauci on the puck, clean win over toward the Peconic bench. Now the Wildcats look to feather that up and out of the zone. Comes into the neutral zone. Sam Coronati racks it deeper there, and the Wildcats will turn for it at the end boards. It's the Wildcats on the puck, on the forehand, looking to come out of the zone. Instead, it's Polisi firing in. Oh, it was a turn and shoot by Polisi, and it was saved nicely with 11:37 left to go here in the first. It'll be an offensive zone draw for the Stars. It's Fauci at the near dot. He wins that back, and it's worked up to the slot, but not out. Now the Wildcats are able to chip that up and out of the zone. No arm raise for icing as we play on here. Puck comes over to Polisi, finds Coronati, who racks that around to the near side. It's Fisher trying to stick it farther. Dumped in off a stanchion. Look out, Wildcats have it. They shoot wide of the cage. Another strange carom off a stanchion. Wildcats get it right back in the offensive zone. They're going to dump it to the other side. Viscoso looks to chase it down in the far corner. He chips that one up toward Polisi with a nice stick lift. Polisi finds Fauci. Fauci into the offensive zone. Backhand pass doesn't connect there. Wildcats look to track it down in the near corner. It's the Stars, though, through Fisher all over the Wildcats on the breakout play. Rolling puck nearly finds Russo's stick. Instead, it's slapped farther by the Wildcats. And so, settling that puck down is Gorloff over for LIAHL. LIAHL up for Nicolaitis. Puck goes all the way into the offensive zone for the Stars. It's the Wildcats in the far corner on the puck. Russo gets in the way of that one. Chips it up to the slot, but it finds a Wildcat stick first. And now Gorloff takes the puck off his man, backhands it right back into the offensive zone. It's a puck that sits at the blue line, and it's slapped farther by the Wildcats. And look out, this could be a mini break for the Wildcats. They're in, they shoot. Oh boy, getting back was Gorloff, and doing the rest was Diatelli there to keep this a scoreless game. Now Nicolaitis settles everything down and throws that puck up and out of the zone, and then it bounces into the Stars bench. And so we'll get a stoppage in play here with 10:10 remaining to go in the first. It was Gorloff and Diatelli keeping this a scoreless hockey game as Gorloff got stick on stick and Diatelli able to clean up that shot that came rolling in. Well, now it'll be Nicolaitis to take this draw just outside the Peconic zone. Puck comes in on the Peconic netminder, and it's racked around to the near point. Wildcats on it there. They try and chip it farther, but it was Nicolaitis getting in the way of that. And the Stars work it deeper. It's Nicolaitis and Russo trying to hound their man off the puck. Instead, though, the Wildcats come the other way. It's a 3-on-2, feathered into the slot, but Farrow there gets the puck on the forehand, sends it around to the near side of the ice. Thrown in again. It hits a skate this time. It was Farrow once again getting in the way of that one. McCarthy takes a hit to make a play. Nicolaitis able to pick up the puck and send that up and out of the zone. Peconic trying to put the pressure on early here. They'll collect the puck in their own end. The Wildcats set it up toward the strong side. Nicolaitis gets in the way. Now Bizarro, all in alone, tries to shoot. Backhand pass comes across. Oh, it's kicked out by the Wildcats netminder. Nicolaitis back on the puck, throws that up. It goes over the cage. It'll be Bizarro picking up that deflected puck, throwing it back toward the slot. Comes to a Stars man on the far side of the ice. It's Shulman as the Stars complete their change. Zimmage comes out to center this line. It's chipped up to him. It's kicked farther by Oliver Zimmage. Bizarro collects it, throws it down low, and now Zimmage gives chase at the end boards. Puck racked around to the near corner, trying to feather it out were the Wildcats. Instead, Bizarro throws that across. It's paddled aside by the Wildcats netminder. Onward we play again. It's the Stars tilting the ice in the other direction now as Zimmage has it at the end boards, takes a big hit, regains his skates, and tries to work that puck out toward the net front wraparound. Oh, it's shut down, and now we're going to get a call. Looks like it's going to be roughing on Peconic here. And so it will be an offensive zone draw for the Stars. The score's even on the board, 0-0, but with 8:39 left to go in the first. The Stars about to be up a man for 2 minutes. This faceoff will come in the offensive zone. It's Bizarro, McCarthy, Russo, Nicolaitis, and Coronati as power play unit number 1 at the far side of the ice. Puck comes across, kicked aside by the netminder. Peconic controls behind their net, harassed there by Russo. Bizarro first to the loose puck. Bizarro curls with it, throws it across the slot. Oh, that's tucked home by James Nicolaitis. That's a Stars power play goal. With still 8:29 left to go here in the first period. Clock didn't tick, but the scoreboard sure did on the goal side for the Stars. Just like that. It's Stars 1, Wildcats nothing. 8:29 left to play in the opening frame. James Nicolaitis with the goal. Ensuing faceoff will be Fauci at center ice. And Fisher and his counterpart backed out of the faceoff circle. Now we play forward. Fauci wins it to Fisher. Fisher gains his own, fires in just wide of the cage. Now Fauci picks it up in the near corner. He takes a huge hit in that corner. He pops right back up and gets right back in the play. That puck's chipped up and out by the Wildcats, and now tracking back for it is Coronati. Coronati on the puck, works it point to point for Viscoso. Viscoso sends that up toward Fisher. It leaves the Stars zone momentarily, and then it's sent farther by Coronati. Puck all the way to the logo at center ice, and Peconic looks to track back and dump in. Instead, though, it's Fisher and Fauci in the way. Fisher gains his own, dangles one man on the forehand, shoots in just wide of the cage, and Peconic will throw that up and out of the zone to relieve some of this Stars pressure. Coronati point to point for Viscoso, rolling puck. Viscoso able to settle it down and work it on up to Polisi. Polisi sticks it farther in the neutral zone and comes back for it. Takes a hit, but he's able to dump it all the way in. Peconic looks to emerge with it now. Peconic up to their own blue line, not out as Viscoso keeps the zone. Turning forward is Fisher. He's able to bump it farther, but a bouncing puck ping-pongs all the way down to the Stars' end. Icing waved, and so it will be Zimmage picking that puck up, curling around. Loose puck right in front, though. Shot in. Diatelli with the save. It's Peconic trying to get that out toward the net front. That puck's loose. There's some rough ice right in front of the Stars' crease. Diatelli got down in a hurry to keep this a one-goal Stars game, and now we'll get a whistle for a high stick, it looks like. And it's Peconic going back to the box here with 6:58 remaining to go in the first. The Stars right back to the power play. And so it will be Nicolaitis at the near dot. Same 5 power play skaters out there for the road team in navy blue. Nicolaitis to try and win this face-off back to the near point. He does exactly that through Bizarro to Coronati. Bizarro curls with the puck. He's got it on the forehand, shoots, and it's saved nicely by the Peconic netminder. Will do it all over again with 6:50 left to go here in the first. Just 10 seconds gone on the power play. Now the Stars looking to double their lead. It's Nicolaitis taking that face-off win up to McCarthy. McCarthy on the puck, works that down towards Zimmage. Zimmage on the puck, now forehand, all the way over to the end boards. Curling with it is Nicolaitis. Nicolaitis digs it out. He's got the puck, chips it up to McCarthy at the near point. McCarthy on the puck, sends it all the way across for Bizarro. Bizarro was creeping in there, wanted to one-time it, just a little too hot to handle. Now it's Coronati throwing that in, seen all the way, but spilled by the Peconic netminder, so onward we play. It's the Stars behind the net trying to work that out front. Comes all the way up to Coronati again. Coronati settles it down, works it over for McCarthy once more. McCarthy looking for Bizarro on the near side. Back to McCarthy. It hits a Peconic stick. McCarthy settles it for Coronati. Coronati to Bizarro. Bizarro on the puck once again. Throws it across. Oh, the one-timer tap in can't quite connect. Nicolaitis picks up that loose puck. Nicolaitis to the bumper in the slot, and that's Oliver Zimmich scoring the goal with 5:59 left to go here in the first. The Stars double their lead. It was Nicolaitis for Zimmich. And just like that, it's Stars 2. Peconic Wildcats nothing. Now the Stars 2 for 2 on the power play thus far in this game. And that is really the tale of this game in the early going. As we've ticked under 6 minutes left to go in the first. We'll see what kind of pushback the Wildcats have here. It's Polisi taking that face-off win from Fauci to Fisher and dumping on in. Now firing on his man as Polisi nearly upended him. It'll be the Wildcats coming back the other way toward the offensive zone. They wait to set up a play at the top of the zone. Now they break in. Near circle. Drop pass doesn't connect. Fisher able to cut that out, and then he's bodied by a man. Puck rolls all the way to the near corner. It's fair out. Chipping that across the ice. Schaefer picks up. Schaefer on the forehand. Works that up from Polisi to Fauci. Fauci on the puck. He'll dump in after gaining the line and give chase. Fisher up the left wing for support. He cuts out that zone breakout. Rolling puck, though, does come to a Wildcats man, and back into the zone the Wildcats come. Wildcats just a bit offside, and so with 5:19 left to go, it's going to be a face-off just outside the Stars zone. Well, if you're tuning in late, it's 5:19 left to go here in the first period. Stars 2 for 2 on the power play. Peconic's gone for a roughing and a high stick, and the Stars have scored each time. Ensuing face-off here just outside the Stars zone. Won by Nicolaitis to Leshner. Leshner able to kick that up to Nicolaitis and out of the zone. Russo up the right wing on the forecheck, forces a pass. Now Gorloff will turn as the puck comes into the Stars zone, but it'll go for an icing. So with 5:05 remaining to go here in the first, it's going to be an offensive zone draw for the Stars. Now, folks, a reminder, next Saturday, right here on Midnight Sports, it's the EJEPL semifinals from Aston, PA. 1:55 p.m. The Stars take on the New York City Cyclones. Winner moves on. Loser goes home. And that's next Saturday right here on Midnight Sports. It's the Wildcats trying to get this puck out of the zone now that we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. The Stars, though, gum it up at the blue line and dump on in. Wildcats pick it up behind their net, and it's Russo on the forecheck, forcing a pass that does come out of the zone. Settling it was Leshner for Gorloff. Gorloff on up, but it hits a Peconic man, and now Peconic into the offensive zone. Peconic now behind the net, trying to work that out to the net front, but Gorloff bodied his man off the puck, and now McCarthy emerges with it for Russo. Russo has it in the offensive zone, all the way across, and it's sticked aside there, off the stick of looked like Dom Bizarro. No, it was Nicolaitis who had taken it in deep. Bizarro tries to curl at the near half wall. Instead, though, it's Peconic coming the other way. 2-on-2. Peconic loads up, shoots in. Diatelli blockers that aside. And now it'll be Bizarro merging with the puck. He sends it all the way across the ice for Russo. Picks it up, gains the line, and chips on in. No, it'll go for an icing. Oh, boy, there was a bit of a disagreement between the officials there as to whether the line had been gained. But instead, it goes for an icing. And so it's going to be a defensive zone draw here for the Stars with 4:05 remaining to go in the first period. Over the dot is Zimmich. He's got Bizarro and Coronati in the slot awaiting it. Viscoso takes that face-off win from Schulman, works it over to Coronati. Coronati chips that up, kicked farther by Zimmich. Boy, a nice veteran play by him. Shot out of a cannon is Schulman, nearly first to the puck. Peconic able to avoid that pain, though, by sending it out of the zone, and now they'll have to track back to their zone, will the Wildcats, but Zimmich cuts out that breakout, dumps it in just a bit deeper. Pizarro in the way there. It's tapped farther now by Viscoso. Two Peconic players emerge with the puck, but Viscoso jams it farther, picks up that rolling puck at the blue line, and now the Wildcats will try and turn the other way, get that puck all the way down. It does go for an icing with 3:31 remaining to go here in the first period. It's going to be an offensive zone draw for the Stars. Well, Jason Diatelli's been called on a few times early on in this game, and he's answered every question the Wildcats have had for him. Other than that, it has been all Stars in the early going, given the two power plays. Shot comes in, goes wide of the cage. It was a nice face-off win by Zimmich over towards Schulman. Shot just a bit wide, and now the Stars look to set up shop once again in the offensive zone. Puck rolls around at the end boards. Bodying his man there is Zimmich. Peconic comes away with it only so far as Pizarro. Pizarro on the puck. Looks to chip that puck up and then back down to the end boards. Struggling with his man there is Zimmich. Schulman in for support. It's chipped all the way to the near half wall. And it will be the Wildcats able to chip that up and out. No icing here as Zimmich tracks back with Viscoso and Coronati to get this puck out of the defensive end. Puck takes a hop off a stanchion, but it was Coronati settling it for Viscoso. Viscoso works that puck up and out to Pizarro. Pizarro now pours in the offensive zone, looks to go around a man. Stick on puck, though, separates him from the puck. He gets it back, shot in. It's shrugged up into the netting there after the Stars able to put one on goal. With 2:35 left to go here in the first, it'll be an offensive zone draw for the Stars. Well, it'll be Matthew Fauci to take this draw at the near circle. And it'll be Farrow and Schaefer behind him. We get just a bit of a delay here as the Peconic netminder has an equipment issue, but it looks like we'll be ready to roll momentarily. Good job by the Peconic centerman not to come up to the circle while his goaltender was adjusting the equipment. One there by the Stars, worked point to point. Schaefer will dump on in. And Polisi and Fauci combine there to keep the puck in the zone. Puck sits in the zone. Fauci wraparound try. Caught between some equipment. Cleared out by the Wildcats. Boy, Matthew Fauci almost found the back of the net there. And instead, the puck's going to come the other way. It's Peconic on the puck at the end boards, trying to work it around deeper. They do. And the puck will find Polisi's stick. He throws it up to the near point. And now it's all the way out. Fauci and Fisher combine to do that. It's Peconic working that puck up to the defensive blue line, and they'll try the other side of the ice this time and flip that puck up and out into the offensive zone. But it's going to be offside, and so the Stars will get a change out of this, and it'll be a face-off just outside the Wildcats zone. Well, 1:59 remaining to go here in the first. And the Stars with a face-off just outside Wildcats zone. Nikolaitis wins that forward. Firing over are the Wildcats to pick it up before McCarthy gets there. Nikolaitis gets there first, though. Tries to work it deeper. It hits a Peconic stick, and it's racked on out. This one's going to cross the end line, but icing waved. And so Gorloff, quick back to it, finds Leshner in the near corner. It's worked up toward McCarthy, who sends it up to Nikolaitis. Drop pass for McCarthy connects. McCarthy through the neutral zone into the offensive zone, pushed just wide. He'll circle with it, throw it into the slot. Shot goes just wide. Russo nearly found the back of the net on that one. Might have hit the outside of the post. It's now Peconic working that puck up and out of the zone. Peconic in a 2-on-1 here. Peconic into the offensive end. The pass doesn't connect. Nikolaitis got back to make it a 2-on-2, and he was able to cut out that pass to the slot, keeping this a 2-goal hockey game. Now it's the Stars trying to work that into the offensive zone. They do. Pizarro on the puck. He's going to curl with it. Throw it across looking for Zimmich. Peconic cuts out that threat. Fair is fair. Peconic did to the Stars what Nikolaitis had just done to them. That puck's flicked up into the offensive zone. Icing waved as we have 45 seconds left to go in the first. It's Peconic on the puck all the way at the end boards. And twirling for it there are the Wildcats. Pizarro forces a pass. Schulman flicks that up over to the near point. Leshner leans on his man there. Leaves it for Zimmich. Zimmich curls with it on the forehand. He's in tight. Loose puck out front. Oh, Peconic able to get on that puck and send it over to the half wall. 22 seconds left to go here in the first as 4 players are in on that puck. in the corner. It's thrown out front, comes up to the slot. Peconic there first to chip it farther, and now they'll come back the other way. Just 11 seconds left to go. Peconic wants one more shot. That puck comes all the way into the corner here. It's Viscoso throwing his man into the boards. That should do it right in front of the camera well here. 4 seconds left to go as the puck sits in the corner. There goes the buzzer after one from the Peconic Ice Rinks out in Calverton, New York. It's the New York Stars 2. The Wildcats nothing. Keep it right here. No intermission entertainment for you today with the 2-camera setup. And so, we'll just give you a long look in at the strategy sessions at the benches here from Long Island. Well, there goes the whistle from the officials for the start of period 2 here. The teams will switch ends, and so this will be the shooting end for the Stars. With 15 minutes put up on the board, Stars with a 2-0 lead thus far in this one. Goaltenders being checked, officials being checked. And we'll be ready to roll here from the Peconic Ice Rinks. And that puck's dropped one over toward the Stars bench by Nicolaitis and racked deeper by Peconic, point to point. Coronati for Viscoso. Viscoso uses the boards to chip that up toward Russo. Peconic emerges with it at the logo. Now on the forecheck is Nicolaitis. It's thrown up. Oh boy, Viscoso just absolutely destroying people out there as he emerges with the puck right in front of the scorer's table. It's racked in deep now by the Stars. Puck rolls over right in front of the camera well here. It's Nicolaitis watching his man and then taking the puck off him, taking a big hit for his trouble as he gets leaned into there. Puck sent all the way across the ice. Pinching in was Coronati to keep the puck in the zone, and Russo filling in at the point, able to get that puck deeper in the zone. Nicolaitis in stride, turns with it. Backhand pass up toward McCarthy. McCarthy on the puck, he'll rack it on in deeper. Stars first to it. It's Nicolaitis on the puck, who thinks about sending it across, then comes over to McCarthy. McCarthy on the puck, again right in front of the camera well, as he works that puck across, and it's going to send over toward the weak side. It's Russo on the puck. Russo throws that toward the slot. Puck sits there momentarily. It's Russo cutting out that zone exit, throwing it in. Saved nicely by the Peconic netminder, and Russo able to get to the puck first and send it deeper once again. It's McCarthy forcing his man into an early pass. It looks like Peconic will use the glass here to get that puck up and out. High stick's going to be washed. No, it's not. We'll see. Played with a high stick, according to the officials, and so we'll get a stoppage in play here with 13:34 remaining to go in the second. It's going to be a defensive zone draw for the Stars. Well, it looked like Peconic might have gotten close enough to that puck to wash the high stick it was played with, but they never controlled it, and so no washout. Whistle goes as soon as the Stars touch it after touching the puck with a high stick. And it's a defensive zone faceoff for the Stars. Peconic shoots in. That one goes wide of the cage. Wildcats look to take over control once again to pepper Diatelli with a few more shots. Instead, the Stars in front of the puck, playing with some real verve are the Stars in the first part of this game. It's Peconic trying to keep the zone. Unable to do so. Pushing his man off the puck was Fisher. Now Polisi comes in, puts his stick on the puck, and takes it off a man momentarily. Peconic will break right back the other way. Getting in the way was Polisi, trying to rack it farther. But instead, Peconic dumps it on in, and now Gorloff tries to beat his man to the puck. It sits at the inboards. Thrown out front. Look out. Shot in. Oh, it hit a body in front, and it's going to be sent all the way down for an icing. Well, 12:48 left to go here in the second. Peconic thought they had scored, but it was the Stars defender and Jason Diatelli combining there to keep that puck out of the back of the net. And the result after the icing is a defensive zone draw for the Stars. Well, it'll be the Zimmage line out there to take this draw. Zimmage clean win. Schaefer moves that puck to the far side of the ice. It's Bizarro now turning with it at the half wall. Bizarro send it deeper for Schaefer. Schaefer will skate with it and then send it right back to Bizarro. Some tape-to-tape passes allows the Stars to get out of the defensive zone. Peconic able to gum it up in the neutral zone. Peconic right back into the offensive zone. They try and tap it farther. Diatelli shovels that puck over to the corner. It's Peconic throwing that out front, hitting the side of the cage. Now on the backhand, they send it across for the forehand. It hits a body in front. It's still loose. That puck comes in, and snapping the leg shut was Diatelli. Now the Stars emerge with it. It's a 3-on-2 right back the other way. Drop pass finds Shulman, who sends that just wide of the cage. And Bizarro tries to track it down on the far side of the ice. Shulman gets there first, works it deeper in the zone. It's Zimmage rolling puck side of the cage. Puck comes out front for Bizarro. He tries the far corner. And it's kicked aside by the Wildcats netminder. Peconic will break out the other way. Peconic comes the other way. They gain the line and dump in. They'll go for a change as the Stars look to clear the zone. It's Schaefer working that puck on up for Shulman. Shulman throws that across the ice, and giving chase now is Bizarro at the end of a shift. The Stars will look to get a change here, period, a long change. So the Stars have to be doubly sure they've gotten the puck deep enough before they go for that fire wagon change. It's Peconic trying to come on in. Peconic man upended. And they shoot and they score. Do Peconic 11-18 left to go in the second. Peconic finds the back of the net on a broken play. They pick the top corner. And just like that, they've cut the Stars' lead in half with 11-18 left to go in the second period. It's Stars 2, Peconic 1. Well, it's Nicolaitis for the ensuing faceoff, winning that over toward McCarthy. Bouncing puck finds Coronati, but it's racked in deeper by Peconic. They try and shoot in. They hit Viscoso, and Peconic setting something up in the slot. Spinning, shooting, and it gets caught under the equipment of Diatelli. A nice save by him. Otherwise, this would have been a tie hockey game over the span of about 17 seconds. Well, it's a defensive zone draw here for the Stars as they try and work the puck up and out of the zone. Peconic really tilting the ice as of late. Puck racked around to the end board, sits there momentarily. It's in the corner now as Nicolaitis fires in with Viscoso to try and get this puck out of the away team zone. Puck hits the side of the cage, picked up by a Stars man, comes up to the far point, shot in. Oh, Diatelli able to get enough equipment on that one to send it wide. It was seen well by him because that took a deflection as it careened towards the net, and now it's the Stars through McCarthy working that puck across the blue line. Nicolaitis gets on his horse. He finds Russo into the offensive zone. Russo, oh, he nearly had Nicolaitis just a little bit out of his reach to tap on home, and now there's going to be a penalty call here. Looks like against the Stars as a Peconic man was upended into the corner and is slow to get up. 10:27 left to go here in the second, and we'll pause for a delay for an injured player. And of course, everyone here at Midnight Sports hopes the Peconic player is A-OK once he's able to get up. It was an awkward play there in the corner as the Stars and the Wildcats had gone into it, but it sounds like it's going to be called a 5-minute for hitting from behind. It's great to see the Peconic player back up on his skates, skating on off. So that's going to be 5 minutes there for the Stars. Looks like
McCarthy will be sent out of this game. So Peconic down a goal, about to be up a man for the next 5 minutes. And they'll hope to even this one up or more. The Stars now without their captain for the remainder of this game. Well, the penalty killers come over the board. Again, most importantly, great to see the Peconic player up and skating off to the bench under his own power. It's now 5v4 out there. Stars have 5 minutes of penalty to kill. It's Fauci winning that over toward Cornani. Fired up to the point, but not out. Shot in. Diatelli kicks it aside. It's now Peconic trying to pick up that puck at the end boards. Rolling puck comes to a Peconic player in the corner. Peconic on the puck there, comes up to the point again. Shoveled in by Peconic. Rebound saved not once but twice by Diatelli. And now it's the Stars threading that puck up. Sammy Schulman on the kill, gets it into the neutral zone. Peconic will come right back the other way. Peconic on the puck in the offensive zone. They try and go around. Diatelli slides with his man. He gets in the way of that one. Ensuing puck bounces up and in, though. And all of a sudden, it's a tie hockey game out here in Calverton, Long Island. Peconic 2, Stars 2. And as you know at home, because it's a major, the penalty is not wiped off the board here. In fact, there's still over 4 minutes left to go on the man advantage for the Wildcats. 2-2 hockey game. It's now Zimich and Bizarro as the forward penalty killers to try and eat up some of this man advantage for Peconic. Puck one in the neutral zone. Zimich comes away with it. He chips it in right in front of the camera well. Out comes the Peconic netminder to settle that puck down. Peconic on the puck, going over toward the far corner. It's Zimich working that to the half wall. Peconic will emerge with it, and it'll come to the neutral zone and then all the way into the offensive zone. Leschner turns for the puck. He's on the forehand. He's able to send that over to the far side of the ice. But it's Peconic at the top of the slot with the puck. They throw that wide of the cage. It was a screen shot. And Leschner first to it at the corner. Puck sits right in front of the alternative camera well there as Peconic has the puck. They try and work it up to the point, but Bizarro in the way chips that puck out of the zone. It's a nice soft chip as it comes all the way down, but it won't go for an icing. As Peconic had slow skated it, Zimich all over his man, forces a pass in the zone. That one is going to go for an icing now as it crosses the end line. So with 9:09 left to go in the second, Stars still down a man, but it will be an offensive zone draw for them as we have a tie hockey game out here in Long Island. Russo and Nicolaitis out as the penalty killers. Here, Nicolaitis leans over the dot to take this one. It's one over toward the slot. Russo fires on it to try and keep it in the zone. Stick lift doesn't connect, and now Peconic will come the other way. Peconic all the way down to the far side of the ice. They're in the slot trying to curl. Getting back, though, was Farrow. He was able to put his shoulder in his man and take him off the puck. Peconic keeps the zone, and at the point, they'll shoot in on the wrist. It will go wide. Comes all the way over to the other point after hitting the corner. Peconic works it in deeper at the half wall. Firing on that puck were the Stars. They can't get it out of the zone just yet. Schaefer watches his man to the corner. Puck chipped up to the slot, settled there by the Wildcats, and now fired deeper in the zone. Puck sits in the offensive zone for the Wildcats. Top of the slot. They look to shoot in, looking for a deflection, but it carries it wide. Now the Wildcats load up again in the corner. They work it all the way up to the half wall, top of the circle. The Wildcats try and throw it across. Nicolaitis pulls it out of the air, flicks that puck up in the air, and now gives chase. Spinning puck all the way to the blue paint. Peconic there. They've got the puck, and they'll set up that breakout once again as Fisher's on the ice as a penalty killer now. It's Peconic back into the offensive zone. Drop pass at the point. Stars try and converge on it there. Instead, it's sent all the way to the end boards. Coronati now watches his man there. Comes out front. Diatelli and a defender get a stick on it. It's thrown back across. No Peconic stick in the way, so it goes harmlessly to the corner. Peconic setting up shop in the offensive zone here. They're at the circle. They fire in. That one goes wide of the cage, and they have the puck back to the Wildcats as they flick it on the backhand deeper into the zone. Twirling for it is Nicolaitis. He gets bodied there by two Peconic men, but he still emerges with the puck deeper into the zone, and now he's able to hit his man, but he's going to go to the box here, it looks like, as the officials try to maintain control of this game. We'll see if it's two players or just one. headed to the box. Nicolaitis for sure into the penalty box here. It looks like he's going to be the only one taken. And the officials reminding everyone to have their mouth guards in. So 7:20 left to go here in the second. And it's a 5-on-3 now for what looks to be the better part of 2 minutes. 7:20 left to go here in the second. Halfway through this game, 5-on-3 for Peconic. Stars able to chip that up and out of the zone. Zimmich harasses his man to turning in the defensive zone. It's now Peconic going the other way into the offensive zone. They try and round Viscoso. They shoot in. Diatelli able to pick that puck up off the stick and get that out of harm's way with the help of Viscoso. Now the puck comes across to the slot. Turning for it there are the Stars, trying to jam it out of the zone. Peconic able to keep the zone, and fighting back for it are the Stars to work it up to the blue line and out. It's now Peconic in the neutral zone, trying to set up once again. A lot of open ice out there with only 8 skaters. Peconic at the near point. They dump on in, but only so far as the Stars skaters who are able to flick that up and out of the zone. It was Zimmich who got to that puck and sent it into the offensive zone. Peconic will come right back the other way with it. 6:30 left to go. It was Zimmich on the back check, turning the other way. It's a mini break for him into the offensive zone. Zimmich shoots, oh, it's shrugged off by the Peconic netminder. That would have been a backbreaker to give up, as it's a 5-on-3 right now. Zimmich intercepts the pass. He dumps on in to kill more of this penalty, or both penalties, I should say, as the Wildcats pick up the puck at the end boards. It's the Wildcats breaking out of their zone now, working it up to the neutral zone as the Stars back off. Now Peconic into the offensive zone, twirling all the way down, shooting in, hitting a body. That puck rolls wide. It's Coronati able to jab it farther, but not out. Puck sits in the offensive zone, now the neutral zone for Peconic as they throw it across the ice. They made a change on the fly there. 5:39 left to go. And it's Peconic trying to dangle in. Leaning on his man there is Russo. Puck rolls to the end boards. Peconic bodying everybody in the offensive zone. Viscoso and Coronati fired on the puck at the end boards. It's Polisi out of the box, and he's calling for that puck. It could have been a break. 5-on-4 there as Polisi had served the time for Johnny Mack. That puck came into the offensive zone just a bit offside. And so with 5:14 left to go in the second, the Stars have successfully killed off the remainder of that major. And we'll see exactly what the deal is here. It is 5-on-5 hockey, so they've killed the minor as well. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. It's Leshner on over for Gorloff. Now Leshner up for Schulman. Gets stuck in the equipment, comes back to Leshner, who's seen enough of this, and he dumps it in himself. 5 minutes left to play here in the second as the Stars look to ride some momentum from a semi-successful kill of the penalties. It's now Peconic dumping that on in. Picking it up on the Stars dump in. Peconic with the puck in their own zone. They try and flick it past and gain the neutral zone. They do. Fauci back into the defensive zone. Peconic fires it across looking for a one-timer, but that pass was forced wide. Now Peconic unable to keep the zone. Coming right back the other way are the Stars. It's Schulman and Bizarro into the offensive zone. Schulman tries to pass it over for Bizarro. Faked everyone out, including the cameraman. Puck sits at the near half wall. Peconic will come deeper into the zone and then throw it across the ice to try and escape the pressure. Peconic works that puck on up. Good stick work there by Leshner. Cuts out the threat. Now Peconic peels right back into the neutral zone. And it's Leshner bodying his man off the puck. Ensuing shot saved nicely by Diatelli. Thrown into the boards there is a Peconic man. And we'll get another stoppage in play here with just over 4 minutes left to play. It'll be the Stars to the box. And we'll see exactly what the gesture here is. As the Stars go to the box, it is Gorloff to the box. And it will be, it looks like, a 2-10. Nicolaitis on over to the box to serve the 2 of the 2-10. So the Stars find themselves down a man again here, late on in the second. And we do still have a Peconic man on the ice. Now that he's been checked out, he will be helped up. It's great to see. Sorry for the slow reporting on that one, as there was a crowd in front, hard to see, but again, you just hope for the best for these players, first and foremost. It's all supposed to be fun and safe. That is the most important part of these games, and so everyone here from Midnight Sports sends their well wishes to any injured player on the ice, and specifically this one for the Wildcats. Well, the injured player back up to the Peconic bench. And so, hope to see him back out on the ice in this game, mostly because it would show that he is doing okay. All right, well, back to the business at hand here. 5-on-4 for the Wildcats. 4:07 left to play here in the second. Score is all knotted up at 2. And it's Schaefer. Fisher. Looks like Zimmich winning that up toward Fisher. And Farrow as the fourth skater out there. Fisher shoots in wide of the cage. And the Stars look to eat up more of this power play of Peconic in the offensive zone, but this one's adjudged to be an intentional offside. Yikes, this faceoff's going to come all the way back down into the Stars zone. That is a tight and tough call against the road team there, as it was just played forward for a Stars stick. But of course, the only opinions that matter are the opinions coming from those in stripes, and so an offensive zone draw coming for the Wildcats. It's one forward by the Wildcats, fired in and off Diatelli's equipment. Another nice save by Big Save Jay. Fired in once again. Diatelli shuts that one down, and the Stars look to get this puck up and out of the zone. Puck sits in the offensive zone here for the Wildcats. They'll try and curl with it. Getting in the way there was Fisher. Wildcats have to tuck it in deeper. It's the Wildcats on the puck at the end boards. It's thrown across. They look to dance out, but watching his man wide there was Schaefer. Puck comes up to the point, and it's the Stars clearing the zone. Tapping it farther is Jacob Fisher into the offensive zone. He's at the side of the cage. He shoots. He scores! Oh, that's a short-handed goal for the New York Stars. And just like that, the Stars up. A goal here with 3:15 left to play in the second, and the Stars fans love it. Well, ensuing faceoff will be Fauci, and he wins that forward, and Peconic possesses at their own blue line. Now that puck comes up to Russo. Russo on the puck in the offensive zone, throws that across, hits the side of the cage, and Russo picks that puck up. Fauci in the slot, awaits the pass. Russo stops, curls right in front of the camera well here as the players joust for the puck. In for support is Fauci. That puck caught between some skates and sticks, right in front of the camera well. Russo takes a big hit there to try and keep the puck in the zone, and Peconic gets it across the blue line, but no farther. Anthony Russo right back on the puck, gains the line, dumps on in. Puck comes into the near corner. Peconic will send that across to try and clear the zone. They do. Puck sits in front of the Stars bench. Now it comes into the offensive zone for the Wildcats. Stars player without a stick picks it right back up. Sent wide is that puck to the far side of the ice. Peconic looks to set up shop once again in the offensive zone. They fire in. Goes off a stick, and maybe Diatelli there for a nice save. It's Fauci able to work that puck past the blue line to relieve a little bit of the Wildcats' pressure as they send it right back in, but just a bit offside with 2:09 remaining to go here in the second. It's still Stars 3, Peconic 2, and it'll be a face-off just outside the Peconic zone. Well, out comes Oliver Zimmich to take this try. He's got Polisi to his left, and that puck's chipped up and deeper into the zone. That should do it. Back to 5-on-5 hockey now. Not only did the Stars kill the penalty, but they scored on it. And the puck comes into the neutral zone. Tracking back is Fisher. Fisher on the puck. Chips that puck up to Polisi, who sends it farther into the offensive zone. And then Peconic sends it right back the other way. Settling the puck down is Leshner. He quickly finds Fisher. Puck rolls off a stick, and Peconic jabs it deeper into the zone. Getting back is Schaefer to get in the way of this. Backhand, forehand, as Zimmich tracks back and picks up that loose puck in the slot, and he'll streak the other way. Coming on into the offensive zone is Zimmage, he's in the slot, rolling puck still tight against the leg pads there, and the Stars look to pick it up again. Polisi tries to backhand that into the slot, takes a hit for his trouble, and now Peconic looks to break the other way. Getting back once again are the Stars, working that puck wide and deep as Schaefer, who bodies his man, and the puck will sit, it looks like, under the goaltender. It was Diatelli who had covered that puck up. There was a Peconic player nearby, but the whistle did not go until there was 1:10 left to play here in the second. And so it'll be a defensive zone draw for the Stars. And we are back to 5-on-5 hockey here. And it'll be Nikolaitis at the dot to take this. He wins that cleanly back to Shulman. Shulman works it down for Viscoso, and Cornati racks that around to Bizarro. Bizarro on the breakout play, looking for the saucer to find Shulman. It rolls just a bit deeper, and Peconic there first. They chip that up, not out of the zone just yet. Rolling puck up to Cornati, loads up. It's deflected up into the netting, and it will roll. And big ups to our Stars fans here from the bubble, who are able to pick that up and throw it right back out there. Look out. Steve Cohen might come calling. Mets will take anybody right now. And with that kind of arm, it could all work out in Flushing. In any event, Nikolaitis side of the cage. Peconic will emerge with it and work that up to the blue line. Will the Wildcats, as that puck settled down by Viscoso. He throws that across the ice. Peconic first to it, and they'll break into the offensive zone. Peconic on the puck, bodied there, but there's going to be a call against the Stars. And so it'll be Viscoso to the box. We'll see what the gesture here is. It's Viscoso going to the box here for 2, as the official has some words with him just about the call. Still a conversation ongoing right in front of the scorer's booth as the door does get shut. No gesture as to what the penalty was, but it must have been announced to the scorekeeper. So 29.6 left to go here in the second. And it looks like Russo off to the bench. And it will be Fisher onto the ice as the officials await for Stars skaters. All right, well, Stars up a goal, down a man. Peconic takes that face-off win up to the point, but it comes out of the zone, and so they'll have to reset. Peconic does exactly that in the neutral zone. They'll come on in deep. It's Fauci harassing his man there. It's shot in. Diatelli kicks it aside with the big right leg pad. And now, bodying the puck against the end boards, there are the Stars. Rolling puck, side of the cage, thrown out front. First to it is Fisher. Rolling puck now finds a Peconic man. And Peconic able to fire that in. Diatelli, reaction save. That was a huge save for the Stars with just a few seconds left in the period. And there goes the buzzer. So after 2, it's Stars 3, Wildcats 2. Keep it right here. This is edge-of-your-seat stuff from out in Calverton, Long Island. Still a minute and a half left to kill for the Stars when we put 15 minutes on the board and do it all over again one last time from the Peconic Ice Rinks. Stick around. This is Midnight Sports.
Arrested. Again, arrested. That's good. Okay. It wasn't me. Are they doing it ice skating or are people getting rude? No, it's on my gloves next to them.
All right, there goes the window to start, or whistle, I should say. Start period 3 as we get the doors set here. And we're just waiting to see exactly what the timing is in terms of Gorloff being able to come out of the box after he's served his 10. He'll, of course, have to wait for the first whistle after the 10 minutes is gone. Another minute and a half on the penalty kill here for the Stars. It'll be Russo winning that back to Schaefer. Schaefer surveys his options, goes point to point for Farrow. Farrow on the forehand. He sends that all the way up across the ice. He was looking for a touch up there by Fisher, but the puck hopped over a stick, and so it goes for an icing. 13 seconds into this third period. It's going to be a face-off just in front of the camera well here. We'll see who takes it for the Stars. Russo out there, likely to take this drop. And Russo wins that forward. Firing on it is Fisher. He's able to chip that up and out of the zone. Looks like that bouncing puck will go for an icing again. We'll do it all over. Just 20 seconds gone here in the third. And just a question at the Peconic bench here. Excuse me, the Stars bench, as Coach Carney, as the official had skated over to the Peconic bench and now to the Stars bench. Coach Carney has just some questions as to who is in the box and how long they need to stay in the box. And so the officials skating over to the scorekeeper to ask a couple of questions now, as Coach Carney was quick to notice there might have been an issue with the scorekeeping. All right, well, it's all sorted out now. And so we'll have a puck drop here. It's Russo tying up his man. Firing in was Fisher, who's able to skate that puck up to the point and on out. He chips it softly this time. It won't go for an icing. Peconic will have to pick it back up. 4:28 left to play. 14:28 left to play here in the third. Hard to see the scoreboard from this vantage point. So, as with a lot of things, we're kind of making it up as we go along. It's Fisher now on the puck in his own end. Fisher with the puck works that up toward Schaefer. Schaefer kicks it farther. Peconic takes over at their own blue line. Now getting back are the Stars trying to go up any zone entry. Peconic comes on in to the offensive zone. Farrow able to push his man wide. Puck sent all the way across the ice. It's Russo on the puck. He's able to skate that puck, and it goes off a bench. Bench stanchion comes to a Stars player. Shot in. It was Fisher on the shot. It was saved nicely by Peconic, who looks to emerge with it. Fisher all over his man near the end boards. Peconic stops, turns. They do still have a little bit of time. 10 seconds left to go in the man advantage here for the Wildcats. They'll get one last break in. They're in the slot. They curl around. Do the Wildcats, and they shovel that puck deep. They're at the end boards. Peconic leaned on there by Schaefer, throwing the body around. Peconic has it. 5-on-5 hockey here. Russo with a nice shot block, and he gets that puck up to the blue line, but not out of the zone as it hits a body. We're going to get another penalty called here on the Stars as Peconic shoots in, and the Stars touch up. And it's going to be a slash on the Stars. We'll see who's going to the box this time. Spin the wheel. Seems like everybody's had a visit. And it'll be Polisi to the box for 2 for slashing. 13-14 left to go here in the third. And it looks like it's going to be 5-on-4 hockey. Now it'll be Nicolaitis to take this drop. And the puck, one over to the corner. Firing on the puck is Coronati. He gets bodied there by a man. Leaning on his man is Viscoso. And now the puck sits on a Peconic stick at the end boards. They try and throw it out front. They hit the back of the cage. They feather it farther. And it's Coronati on the puck, able to get that up to the point. Peconic fires in. It's shot, spilled just to the side of the cage, and it's tucked home there by the Wildcats. Well, Diatelli had made the initial save. That puck fluttered behind after going off a little bit of the equipment. And the Wildcats first to it as it sat in the blue paint. And just like that, it's a tie hockey game. With 12:50 left to play here in the final period, it'll be 5-on-5 hockey. But the Stars won't like how it got back to 5-on-5. It's now Schulman firing that puck into the offensive zone. First to it is Fisher. Fisher on the puck, chips it out front, sticked farther there, but Coronati loads up, can't get full purchase on it. Comes to a Stars player, it's a rolling puck there. Stars try and fire it in, but the Wildcats in the way. And now they'll come back the other way. Will the Wildcats. They work it up to Coronati. And Coronati returns it for Zimmich. Zimmich fires in the offensive zone. Ice Monster gobbles that puck up. And now the Wildcats pour right back the other way. It's Leshner off the bench. And that puck sent across to the slot. Leshner absolutely upends a man in the slot. But now he'll go to the box. And the Peconic Wildcats man stays down on the ice in the slot. The Stars will be going back to the box here with 12:19 left to play in the third. And Leshner will be sent off the ice as the Wildcats man stays down. Well, Bizarro will take the skate over to the box as it looks like Leshner was sent out of the game. So that'll be a 5-minute major against the Stars. But more importantly, still hoping that the Wildcats man is okay here in the slot. Looks like he's getting back up onto his feet, which is great to see. And he's going to skate off with a little bit of help from his teammates. Also wonderful to see over to the Wildcats bench. Well, just a little bit of paperwork to be done here, as it will be a 5-on-4 for 5 minutes in Peconic's favor. And we'll have just a bit of a timeout here from the ice rink. And so stick around. We'll see ya just after the timeout right here on Midnight Sports. Well, ensuing face-off, we're back to action here. 12:19 left to go in the third. It'll be Russo, and the Stars have a 5-minute major to kill here. Once again, out in Peconic. Puck rolls to the near half wall. Fauci upended on the puck. Arm stays down, and onward we play. Peconic at the side of the cage. They throw it all the way across. It's now Russo. Seeing his man Diatelli able to fight that shot off. Schaefer first to the puck, and he skates that up to the point. It's not out, though. Peconic dumps right back in. Turning for the puck now is Farrow. Tries to body it against the end boards. Rolling puck on out toward Schaefer, who finds Russo. Russo over toward Fauci, just out of his reach. Peconic will collect in the neutral zone. It's Peconic on the puck into the offensive zone. Schaefer able to separate his man momentarily from the puck. Peconic sets up shop in the offensive zone. Turning for it are the Wildcats. Throwing it across. Nobody home. Good stick lift there by Farrow. Peconic throws it in again. Wide of the cage. Puck sits at the far point. Peconic up to the blue line and now across point to point. Peconic looks to set something up in the offensive zone, but will get a whistle as Peconic is going to be called for a penalty for elbowing in front of the net. And so it's going to be 4-on-4 hockey for the next 2 minutes with 11:08 left to go. It will be an offensive zone draw for the Stars. Well, this game has had a little bit of everything. If you want to call it New York's hottest new club, you wouldn't be wrong. Elbowing majors, shorties, and power play goals. In any event, it's Peconic now emerging with the puck out of their own end, and they'll come right back the other way into the offensive zone. Coronati able to cut his man off and regain his skates. Peconic first to the puck, though, in front of the camera. Well, Peconic, backhand pass cut out there by Fisher, right in front of the camera. It's Peconic working that up, but out of the zone, and they'll have to reset, firing it across right over to the Peconic bench. That puck comes, and then a bouncing puck into the offensive zone. Fisher able to body, it's Coronati thrown down. And it'll be Peconic to the box now for head contact. And we'll see. It's a 2-10, and so now it's a 4-on-3 for the Stars, which will turn back into a 4-on-4, and then, depending on the timing, still a 5-on-4 for Peconic when they get everyone out of the box and the major is still running. Well, break out your abacus because it is pretty difficult to figure out the timing on everything here, but in any event, for right now, it should be 4-on-3 hockey and an offensive zone draw for the Stars. 10:41 left to go here in the third. It's Nikolaitis at the dot. Looks to take the puck off his man at the dot. He gets upended, but he is able to work that puck out to Shulman, who fires a shot just wide of the cage. Streaking in is Shulman to try and keep the puck in the zone. Peconic tries to settle it down at the half wall. Puck sits at the point, and then it's racked up and out. It's Coronati tracking back for the puck all the way into the defensive zone. Coronati on the puck. He's got lots of ice open in front of him with just 7 skaters out there. Coronati able to take that through the neutral zone, and the drop pass connects. Curling for the puck is Nikolaitis. He fires in, and that puck is dropped down to the ice and covered up nicely by the Peconic netminder. And so, with 10:06 left to go here in the third, it's going to be an offensive zone draw for the Stars. Well, it will be Coronati, Viscoso, Shulman, and Nikolaitis as the 4 skaters in the Road Navy Blues. It's Nikolaitis, clean win to Shulman. Shulman up to Coronati in the offensive zone. Coronati at the top of the slot tries to dump it in deeper, but it's going to be flicked up and out of the zone by the Wildcats. Tracking back is Coronati. That one does cross the end line, so it goes for an icing after Coronati. Veteran move by him. Looked like he might have slow skated that puck ever so slightly to buy an icing. 9:51 remaining to go here in the third. It's all left to play for. And if you're a Stars fan, you're hoping they can pot on this power play because they'll be giving up one of their own when that major is still ongoing. Shot comes in, glove down there. Nikolaitis tried to pick the top corner. Big mitt of the Peconic netminder, thrown out though, and stopped the puck. Still plenty of hockey here left to play from Calverton. Credit to all the skaters out there on the ice for keeping their feet moving and keeping this one going. Another clean win there by Nikolaitis. Coronati now on over for Shulman. Shulman delays with the puck. Back to Coronati. Loads up, shoots in. That puck is saved nicely. Ensuing shot hits a body, goes wide to the end board. Shulman picks that puck up. It's Nikolaitis settling it down. Calling for it at the blue line is Coronati. Nikolaitis back towards Zimmage. Zimmage on the puck now, and he fires that over to Coronati, who was creeping in just a bit behind him as Zimmage had to escape a stick. One-timer doesn't connect at first. That puck's up and in! Oh, the Stars through Oliver Zimmage score! And it looked at first as it had been saved, but it goes off the blocker up into the top corner, and the Stars reestablish their lead with 9:14 remaining to play here in the third period. It's Stars 4, Wildcats 3. Well, just a bit of discussion in front of the Stars bench as to what that means for everyone who's over in the boxes. It should be back to 4-on-4 hockey here wiping out the most senior of the penalties, but we'll see exactly how that gets determined. Unfortunately, scoreboard here in Peconic does not list the penalties on the board. You can see one perhaps in the distance by the other camera. It's a big scoreboard there that could have penalties, but that one is not operational right now, and so we have the mini scoreboard. In any event, it looks to be 4-on-4 hockey, and it's Nicolaitis taking that faceoff through the neutral zone, and now the puck rolls to Coronati. It's jabbed farther, but Peconic emerges with it. They throw it all the way to the near corner here. Peconic on the puck, but watched by Coronati, and now bodied off the puck is Peconic. Nicolaitis in for support. Zimmage over there as well. He's able to skate that puck up to the blue line. He's got Schulman up the right wing. Zimmage carries it to center ice. He gets bodied there, and Peconic sends the puck the other way. Turning for it is Coronati. Coronati on the puck. He'll reverse over to Schulman. Schulman right back to Coronati as we tick under 8:40 left to play here in the third. Schulman on up to Nicolaitis. Bouncing puck at the blue line. Comes right back into the neutral zone, and now the Wildcats will come back the other way. It's the Wildcats into the offensive zone in the far corner. Zimmage all over his man. Stick lift there. Combines with Nicolaitis to work the puck up, and the rolling puck comes to the top of the slot. Look out. Peconic fires in. Diatelli able to bat that one down and cover it up before the Wildcats get to it. And so with 8:15 left to play here in the third, Diatelli stands tall and keeps this a one-goal hockey game. It'll be Fauci, Russo, Farrow, and Schaefer as the four skaters in navy blue. It's 5-on-4 hockey now in Peconic's favor at the tail end of that major. Face-off one toward Diatelli. He's able to just cover it up. He pretends to throw it to the corner to keep the clock ticking, but the whistle went before then. He does buy his team just a little bit of time when he does that. We'll see here. Farrow told to, back up. No, it was Russo kicked out of the circle there as that puck is one on up to the blue line. Officials didn't delay as Russo is trying to get his mouthpiece back in. In any event, Russo able to clear the zone himself, and now it's ticked farther by the Wildcats. Still 5-on-4 hockey for about 30 more seconds on the tail end of that major. It's Fauci working that up to the point, but not out. Farrow turns with it. Comes up to Fauci, who racks it farther. Bouncing puck, finds a Peconic stick. They try and dangle around him, man. They're in. They shoot in. Oh, that's touched home. Back post. Peconic finds the back of the net with 7:42 left to go here in the third. And there should be about 12 seconds left to go on the major against the Stars. So still 5-on-4 hockey left to be played here in the third period. Tie hockey game. Wildcats 4, Stars 4. And it'll be the Stars now needing to get one back to get back in the lead. Well, still some paperwork to be done at the scorer's booth as the officials to see when all the players who have penalties can come out of the box. In any event, 5-on-4 hockey remaining here. Stars fire that into the offensive zone. Bouncing puck, though, comes all the way out. Tracking back for it is Viscoso. Viscoso on the puck. He's going to curl around and jam it out of the zone. It's Fisher trying to work it forward. Rolling puck comes to Gorloff in the defensive zone. Gorloff now on the puck. He gains the line, fires in. Bouncing puck in on net. Dangerous play there as that puck hit a stick. Turning for it are the Stars, nearly in back post. Instead, it's a stoppage in play. 7:12 left to go here. And Bizarro able to leave the box. And it should be 5-on-5 hockey here for the Stars. Indeed it is. All right, back to the full complement of skaters out there with just over 7 minutes left to play. That puck's dropped. The Stars win that back. Fired in just wide by Polisi. And now it's Gorloff trying to keep the zone. Two Peconic men try and separate him from the puck. Bouncing puck comes up, rolls toward Nicolaitis, who can't quite corral it from the skates. And so Peconic all the way across the ice. They chip that on out. Viscoso on the puck now. He's going to go across the ice for Polisi, who chips that puck farther into the offensive zone, but without possession. Peconic loads up once again. Nearly cutting that play out was Fisher. Instead, Peconic's going to come right back to the offensive blue line and then work that puck backwards toward their own zone to try and find some time and space, but instead they just find Fisher. Curling for it is Nicolaitis. He gets bodied off the puck, and Peconic fires that up and out of the zone. It's Peconic on the puck, working it deep once they gain the line. Puck racked around to the near side here. First to it is Gorloff. Gorloff works that up toward Polisi, gets caught between the linesman's skates, but it does eventually leave the zone, comes right back in, but just a bit offside. With 6:14 remaining to go in this hockey game, it's going to be a face-off. It looks like just outside. No, at center ice. In fact, not outside the Stars or Peconic zone. Center ice face-off here. Zimmage leans over the dot. He's got Farrow and Schaefer behind him. He wins it forward, and he takes that face-off win toward the offensive zone. Nearly swiped in by the Stars. Now Zimmage skates it in himself. Drop pass for Bizarro. Curling in the slot. Look out. Bizarro loads up on the forehand. Dumps it in deeper. He finds Zimmage there. Zimmage all the way across the ice. Nearly found his teammate. But instead, it's Farrow keeping the zone, dumping that in just a bit deeper. Now Peconic, second bite at the apple. It's a 2-on-1 back the other way. Getting back is Farrow. Peconic throws that across. Farrow able to get in the way of that puck. Great defensive play by him. He sends it right back out of the zone. Tracking it down now is Zimmage as icing gets waved in the offensive zone. Zimmage bodies his man there. Peconic first to it. Pizarro gets in front of the zone breakout, and tracking it down momentarily was Schulman, and he has possession of the puck, but only in his own zone. So Schulman will go point to point over for Farrow. Farrow turns that puck up to Bizarro. Chip pass doesn't connect with Zimmage, and Peconic dumps it right back the other way. Feathered puck by Farrow over toward Schaefer. Schaefer on the puck there. He splits the defenders, works that up to Zimmage. Zimmage all the way into the offensive zone. Bizarro settles it down, tries to flick it back toward the slot. Puck gets caught between some skates. Zimmage fires in. Oh, it's shrugged off by the Peconic netminder, and now Bizarro tries to tap it farther. It's a puck in the offensive zone here. Comes out to Russo. He tries to pull the trigger, but stick on stick prevents him from doing that. Puck sent all the way over toward the far side of the ice. It's Russo on the puck, tries to keep the zone. Bouncing puck comes over his stick. The Stars have to clear the zone here as the puck sits in front of the Peconic bench. Stars do exactly that, and Peconic able to work that across the blue line on out. They gain center ice and dump on in. That rolling puck's going to go to the far side of the ice. The Wildcats making a change. Farrow with a little bit of time on the forehand. He chips that up to Bizarro. Bizarro across the ice for Schaefer. Schaefer on the puck now, and he skates that up to the blue line and out of the zone, but it gets rejected there, so Schaefer point to point for Farrow. Farrow on the puck. He's going to send that across. He finds Nicolaitis streaking into the offensive zone just off the back of his stick, and so onward we play. It's now Peconic on the puck. They fire in wide of the cage, and they'll pick it up at the far side of the ice. Peconic dumps that in deeper. All alone is a Wildcats man. To the side of the cage. They can't quite connect. Farrow with a stick lift. Fauci tries to stick that farther. The Wildcats emerge with it. Puck sits in the corner. Nicolaitis takes a hit there by the boards, and Farrow tries to get that puck up and out of the zone. Puck sits here right in the near corner. It's thrown out front, but Fauci there first. Fauci's got a man all over him, and he's taken down. But the Stars able to chip the puck out of the zone. It's Russo gaining center ice and dumping on in. Stars can get a change out of this. Fauci on the forecheck. It's now the Wildcats on the puck in their own zone. They fire that on up. Coming off the bench was Fisher to jam up that play. Rolling puck comes to Viscoso. Viscoso over toward Coronati. Coronati settles that puck down in his own end. 3:15 left to go in this game as Viscoso returns for Coronati. Coronati on the puck, back to Viscoso. Pitch and catch in the defensive zone by the Stars right now. They work that up toward Fisher at center ice. Fisher able to rack that off the boards, but it goes off the linesman as well. And we'll get a stoppage in play and a face-off just outside the Peconic zone. Looks like because it hit the linesman there. Unclear exactly why the whistle went. Maybe he's saying it hit him. The official is, and so, because it affected play in a major way, we get a stoppage in play and a face-off with just over 3 minutes left to go here in the third. Score is 4-4 in what has been a game filled with special teams. 2 majors to the Stars, several penalties to the Wildcats, and now a Wildcats player kicked out of the face-off circle for a mouth guard issue. Bouncing puck on the face-off comes to Viscoso. Viscoso's going to send that in deep Turning for the puck are the Wildcats. Image all over them. Schulman able to keep it at the half wall. He tries to kick it farther over towards Image. He gets upended. Puck sits there. Now's Image bumped off the puck, and the Wildcats try to emerge with it. The Wildcats at center ice. They gain the line and dump on in. First to that puck is Viscoso. Works it up off the half wall. Bouncing puck. Now finds Image. Image on his horse into the offensive zone. Drop pass there, can't connect, and now Peconic comes back the other way. Peconic in the neutral zone. Coronati and Viscoso back in position. It's the Wildcats racking that around the far side of the ice. It's carried to the end boards and then thrown out to the top of the slot. Peconic able to keep the zone. They fire that in, and Diatelli with a sure hand catches that in the glove with 2:09 remaining to go in this game. We're going to have a timeout called here by the Wildcats, so stick with us. This is Midnight Sports. We'll be right back after the timeout. All right, we're back from the break here. It's going to be a defensive zone draw for the Stars. 5-on-5 hockey with 2:08 left to play here. Peconic wins that faceoff up to the blue line. They have the puck there. They try and jab it deeper. Fisher in the way, and now Nicolaitis on the forecheck in his own zone. It's Peconic on the puck trying to throw it out front. They throw it there. It bounces. Oh, Diatelli with a wonderful save. And it gets caught under his skate. He sees it against the post, and he covers it up with the glove. Diatelli had that puck off a skate come in on him. It's a play we saw yesterday as well. Diatelli able to keep that out of the back of the net. And so, with 1:52 left to go, Nicolaitis, clean win over toward Russo. Russo dangles a man, comes through the neutral zone. Man gets back to back check. Russo on the puck, throws it across the slot. Oh, saved nicely by the puck. That was a break there the other way for the Stars, but the Wildcats equal to the task with just 99 seconds left to go in this one. You may be wondering what happens if there's a tie. Absolutely nothing. The game ends. Regular season LIAHL Q games can be tied, and this one is careening toward a tie without any breaks on the railroad card here. It's Nicolaitis to take this drop at the dot. Nicolaitis, clean win, and now it's Fisher throwing that in, hitting a body, bouncing puck, sits in front, now behind the cage, thrown out in front. It's Peconic there first. They'll look to break the other way. This game is poised on a knife's edge right now. It could go either way. It's the Stars back into the offensive zone. Russo back to Nicolaitis. Nicolaitis on the backhand, he shoots just wide of the cage. Peconic fires right back the other way. It's Schaefer getting back. Peconic on the puck. Schaefer bodies his man into the boards, and it'll be Gorloff taking the puck at the end boards. Peconic on the puck there, tracking back for it is Nicolaitis. Nicolaitis absolutely upended, but no call coming as Russo picks up that puck in the neutral zone. Russo on the puck, tries to curl on the forehand. Getting back there with him is Fisher. Fisher chips it up toward Russo. Russo settles that puck down. Shot goes wide. 51 seconds left to go here from Peconic. Bouncing puck all the way over to the corner. Peconic there first. They'll rack that off the board. Schaefer has to back off so as not to give up an odd man rush. It's Peconic threading that up into the offensive zone. Gorloff in the way. And now Nicolaitis feathers that over to Schaefer. It's Schaefer into the offensive zone, tries to get on the forehand. He's in the slot, rolling puck, and it's corralled there by Fisher. He shoots in and hits a body in front, and now we'll get a call. Let's see what it is. It's going to be a roughing call. Who's going to the box? You would have thought after the hit on Nicolaitis in the low slot in the defensive zone, the whistle would have gone. It was unclear. Oh, now we're going to get a game misconduct, too, for abuse of the officials, it looks like. And so 22.3 seconds left. Stars will be up a man here for the remainder of this hockey game, which is only 22.3 seconds long. 5-on-4 hockey coming. And if the Stars or the Wildcats cannot score, this one ends in a tie, 1 point to each side. Man. So we'll see who Coach Carney's going to throw over the boards here for the remaining 22.3 seconds of this one. The Stars will be up a man here. And if they can find the back of the net, they'll take all 2 points on this one. Just some last-minute strategy going on over there at the road team's bench. The Wildcats having that same conversation at their bench. This has been a tight game. And we'll see if there's one last twist or turn remaining in it. As the Stars had a 2-goal lead early on, Peconic came back. The Stars reestablished 1-goal leads that Peconic was able to equal each time. So we just get some player organization going on here as coaches send certain players off the ice. But it looks like we'll be ready to roll here, so strap in. 22.3 left. As they say, you paid for the whole seat, but you only need the edge of it right now. It's Russo at the dot, far side of the ice. In the slaughter, Schulman and Zimmich. Now Coronati joins them. Puck tied up at the dot. Peconic looks to fire it all the way around. Rolling puck toward the end boards. The Wildcats need to get this out. Stars take over. Side of the cage, wrap around. It was Zimmich. Couldn't tuck it home there as it was shut down. Puck caught under some bodies. Whistle won't go as the puck's still loose. 7 seconds left to go. Rolling puck there. Low in. It's against the pads. The Stars try to shovel it home. Whistle goes now. There goes the buzzer. Boy, you would have thought a whistle would have happened as that puck was trapped under several bodies. It's supposed to go when the puck is out of sight of the officials, but instead it looks like that's going to be the ball game. So we've gone final here from Peconic. It's the Wildcats 4, the Stars 4. They split the points. Thanks so much for joining us right here on Midnight Sports. We'll see you on Saturday from Ashton, PA, 1:55 p.m. It's Stars and Cyclones with all to play for in the EJ. Until then, stay safe.